All right, Elliot, here is your butterfly. I'm going to let it run through from the above perspective, and then I'll let you know what I think. Scoot you into the frame a little bit here. Okay. So the first thing I'm looking for is that you just have 2 kicks with every pull. You initially have that, and then as you get towards the end of the 25, you start kicking a little bit more than twice per stroke. So the first thing I would say is to work on the timing of your kick with your stroke. So ideally, you should kick out of the water right here, and then have another kick to get you in. You do have that kick to get you in, okay, but you're missing the timing of the kick to get you out a little bit. So kick out right here, and then kick in again right here. You need to work on the kick out. That's going to help you get your arms comfortably out of the surface of the water. This right here, this position where you have to get your hands out, is the toughest part of butterfly, especially as you're beginning to do it in the beginning. And that second kick is going to give you a lot of power in order to do that. Another thing that's going to help you get your hands out of the surface of the water is just the position that your hands are in for your recovery, and also your head position. So I'm going to play it one more time from the beginning and just show you how you can improve that a little bit. Okay, so you'll see right here, you lift your head very, very high and very, very early on. Try to lift your head right at the beginning of your stroke. So right here, you should lift your head, and try not to lift it quite so high. Try to keep your gaze down. Your chin will be right at the surface of the water. And then put your head in, and definitely put your head in before your hands get in. So you can see your hands enter and your head is still out of the water, and that just makes it much tougher to get them out later on. Okay? So take your breath, tuck your head, get your head in before your arms, just to show you what this looks like. Okay, here's Michael Phelps from the front perspective, and what I want you to see is that he takes his breath and that his head immediately goes in and is completely gone by the time his hands have entered. Take your breath and then tuck your head in before your hands enter. Another thing that I'm seeing that that you could work on is the position of your hands as you get out. You can see that you turn your hands a little bit and your elbows are bent as you come along the surface of the water. What would make it much easier is to try to be in a nice relaxed position in which your hands are nice and straight, and rather than coming up over the water, try to think of them as skimming the water. You can see that right now your hands are pointed towards the other end of the pool. Try to shift your hands around so your palms are facing the other end of the pool and your thumbs are along the surface of the water. Then keep your hands nice and straight and allow your thumbs to skim over the surface of the water in like a big circle around your head. It'll almost look like you're doing a snow angel with your head down in the water. That's going to make everything much easier for you. If we look from the below perspective, okay, can see that your head is very, very high the whole time. So the head position, I think, is going to be key for you to begin to look down, okay, and try to keep your head lower than your chest as much as possible. Okay, you're very uphill in the water throughout your entire butterfly, and that's because of your head position. If your head is up, your hips are down, and vice versa. So if you start to drop your head down more, your hips are going to get up at the surface of the water, and that's going to help edit everything tremendously. Okay, so I think the biggest thing for you is going to be to work on the timings of your kick. One to get in, you have that, you can see it right there, and then another one to get you out. And then try to eliminate all the little tiny kicks in between. And then start to work on tucking your head in and coming over the top of the water nice and relaxed. Then reach out in front of you and get a nice pull underwater. All right. Good job, Elliot. Couple things to work on that's going to make butterfly much easier for you. You have some good natural strength. You just need to time it correctly and allow your head to be in a better position so that your body can take advantage of that strength. Good job.